Samantha Koenig was a young woman living in Anchorage, Alaska. She was a vibrant part of her community, known for her infectious smile and warm personality. She was 18 years old, full of life, and had dreams for the future. Samantha had aspirations that reached far beyond the confines of her hometown. Samantha worked at a local coffee kiosk, a job she took great pride in. It was more than just a job. It was a place where she connected with people and made a difference in their day. This job provided her with independence and a sense of responsibility. She enjoyed the routine and the sense of accomplishment it brought her. She was a beloved daughter, sister, and friend. Her family meant the world to her, and she was always there to support them. Samantha's warm personality touched the lives of many in her community. She had a way of making everyone feel special and valued. She had a bright future ahead of her, one tragically cut short on a cold February night. The community was left in shock and mourning. Samantha was known for her kindness and her infectious laugh. Her joy was contagious, and she had a unique ability to lift the spirits of those around her. She was close to her family and cherished her friends. They were her support system, and she was theirs. Life in Anchorage presented unique challenges, but Samantha embraced them with her characteristic determination. She faced every obstacle with a smile and an unwavering spirit. She was a young woman on the cusp of adulthood, eager to experience all that life had to offer. Samantha's story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring impact one person can have on a community. February 1st, 2012 started like any other day for Samantha. She went about her routine, preparing for her evening shift at the coffee kiosk. The kiosk, a familiar and comforting space, became a place of terror that night. As Samantha worked, a man approached the window, his intentions far from innocent. The man was armed. He forced Samantha into his truck, abducting her from the safety of her workplace. The abduction was swift and brutal, leaving no immediate trace of Samantha's whereabouts. Witnesses were few, their memories fragmented by shock and fear. The night swallowed Samantha whole, leaving behind a community in shock and the chilling echo of a crime that shook Anchorage to its core. News of Samantha's disappearance spread like wildfire through Anchorage. The police department immediately launched a full-scale investigation, the urgency of the situation paramount. Leads were scarce, the early hours critical in such cases. Every passing moment chipped away at the hope of finding Samantha safe. The community rallied, desperate to find Samantha. Flyers with her picture were plastered everywhere, a city holding its breath. Volunteers braved the Alaskan cold, searching tirelessly for any sign of her. Days turned into weeks, the investigation intensifying with each passing hour. The FBI joined the case, bringing their expertise to bear on this baffling crime. From Anchorage to the backwoods. This chapter delves into the relentless pursuit of truth as detectives navigate through contrasting landscapes and challenging conditions. The investigation took detectives from the bustling streets of Anchorage, where the city buzzes with life and activity, to the remote backwoods of Alaska, a stark contrast with its dense forests and isolated terrain. Surveillance footage offered glimpses of the abductor's vehicle, a white pickup truck. This vehicle became a critical piece of the puzzle. This clue, though seemingly insignificant at first glance, became a beacon in the darkness, guiding the investigation forward. It pointed investigators towards a trail that led them far from the city into the unforgiving wilderness. The path was treacherous, filled with obstacles and uncertainties. The investigation became a race against time, with every second ticking away precious opportunities to find Samantha. The harsh Alaskan landscape added another layer of complexity, with its severe winter conditions and challenging terrain. Search parties scoured vast areas, braving the cold and the elements, their determination fueled by the hope of finding Samantha and bringing her back safely. The abductor's truck was finally located, abandoned and snow-covered, a silent witness to the unfolding mystery, deepening the mystery surrounding Samantha's disappearance. Each new discovery seemed to raise more questions than answers. This discovery, however, provided a crucial link, a thread that investigators could follow, leading them to a remote cabin hidden away from prying eyes, far from the city lights and deep within the Alaskan wilderness. This cabin held the promise of answers, a glimmer of hope in the vast, cold expanse. A confession and the weight of evidence. The cabin belonged to a man named Israel Keyes, a seemingly ordinary individual leading a double life. Underneath his unremarkable facade lurked a predator. Keyes was apprehended, his demeanor cold and calculating. During interrogation, Keyes confessed to the abduction and murder of Samantha Koenig. Keyes's confession sent shockwaves through the investigation. He revealed chilling details about the crime, his words painting a grim picture of Samantha's final moments. He described how he had stalked Samantha, choosing her at random, and the calculated brutality of her murder. Keyes' confession, though difficult to hear, provided crucial evidence, leading investigators to the grim discovery of Samantha's remains. Justice for Samantha, verdict and sentencing, the trial of Israel. Keyes was a harrowing experience for Samantha's family and the community. The evidence presented was overwhelming, painting a picture of a cold and calculating killer. Keyes' own words condemned him, his confession a chilling testament to his crimes. The jury deliberated, the weight of the evidence heavy on their minds. The jury returned with a guilty verdict. Israel Keyes was found guilty of kidnapping and murder. The judge, in delivering the sentence, acknowledged the heinous nature of Keyes' crimes and the profound impact they had on Samantha's loved ones. Keyes was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, a small measure of justice for a life taken too soon. Remembering Samantha, legacy and impact. The case of Samantha Koenig left an indelible mark on Anchorage and beyond. Her tragic story resonated deeply within the community, sparking a wave of grief and reflection. It shattered the illusion of safety in a community known for its resilience. The once peaceful streets of Anchorage now carried an air of caution and unease. Samantha's murder served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of life and the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. It was a wake-up call that no place is immune to such horrors. Samantha's legacy, however, extends beyond the tragedy of her death. Her story has become a symbol of the community's strength and unity in the face of adversity. Her case brought about significant changes in law enforcement, particularly in the area of abduction investigations. New protocols and training programs were implemented to prevent such tragedies in the future. Her story continues to serve as a cautionary tale, raising awareness about the importance of personal safety and the need for vigilance. Community programs and self-defense classes have seen increased participation.